Welcome back to RWB. Last month, numerous laws went into effect in the Commonwealth, among them a law that criminalizes grooming. It's a law that focuses largely on intent. If a person of authority, like a teacher for instance, cultivates a relationship with a student and then intends to take it further, they could be charged with a felony. Now, Governor Beshear, a former prosecutor, signed that bill into law earlier this year.
It's important that we are able to recognize those signs and step in before that happens and to hopefully create some deterrence.
Now, we've already seen this put to a test earlier this month with a teacher out of Graves County charged with grooming a 14-year-old. Now, bringing it back to our lawmakers here, how did this address past holes in child sex abuse cases?
Yeah, well, so this bill was an incredible collaborative effort between my colleague Mary Ann Proctor, the Boone County Sheriff Les Hill, the County Attorney Jordan Turner, and our Commonwealth's Attorney Lewis Kelly. And long story of it, we saw that law enforcement was not able to step in whenever adults were facilitating emotional connections with the intent to prepare a minor for unfathomable acts until such acts had already taken place. House Bill 4 put more tools in law enforcement's belts to step in before a child is traumatized for life. Requires a course of conduct to establish that connection in furtherance of preparing a child for these types of actions. And now we've seen 3 charges initiated this month alone, and it's making a difference to where we don't have to have a child who's scarred for life with that memory.
And this was HB 4 top priority among the General Assembly. Why are we seeing something like this rank among the top bills?
Well, I think he's pointed it out. I think we're a little late on this particular piece. We know that exists. We know we have an obligation to protect our children and our young people, and that initiative was aimed directly at that. Not after the fact, not that something takes place and we didn't react to it, but something that we could see a pattern developing with respect to that. And and I think the hook in here is that you got to demonstrate the intent. That's a very important piece. So just because a person's charged doesn't mean they've done that. They have to prove that in court. I mean, the prosecutors have to prove that in court. So the facts are going to have to dictate what the outcome is going to be. But what's important about this, though, is you don't have to wait until something happens. You can now there's a ability to look at the patterns that are taking place and then establishing that intent. You do that, then that person could be stopped before the damage is taking place.
Now, Governor Beshear, he alluded to that these might be hard cases to prosecute because it focuses on intent. Do you have a sense of how hard those will be?
They're very tough. Intent is a very tough standard, quite frankly. But, you know, I suspect that what we'll find is that there are going to be some very clear-cut intent cases out there, so good. And I think some are going to be challenged, and I think they should be challenged because there are relationships that people have that can be misinterpreted. Somebody can take their own position at looking at that and interpreting what that might be, and next thing you know, you're in the chute, you're in the system, and boom. And even though you're there, you still have this point that the prosecutorial side would have to establish this intent in a way that a jury would accept it.
I just want to ask briefly, do you have a sense of how much this may serve as a deterrent?
I hope that this absolutely deters this conduct, because right now Kentucky's laws before this bill, they were not sufficient. We still have holes in the plain text of our statutes in terms of child protection. There's still more work to do, but this sends a message that our children are not for sale. Our children are not to be subjected to this type of conduct. And every case is always hard to prove. It's a beyond reasonable doubt standard, but that said, by showing that we are taking this seriously, we are giving law enforcement more tools to ensure that our children are safe, I hope it sends a message to people in Kentucky that your children will be safe no matter where they are, no matter where you're sending them, no matter who they're around. You have a Commonwealth that is looking out for their best interests.
Well, we'll leave